I step in the cage, ready to throw. Adrenaline rushing, feeling that flow. Champions fall under the glow. I'm the king, letting them know. Fight night, the lights, they gleam. A warrior's dream. Hear the crowd scream. And the ring is all real.
What's going on, people? People, ladies, men. Could be anything.
Dogs, cats.
Dogs, cats, cows.
All right, now that's two something.
We're gonna be looking at the Machado versus Prates fight. Brian, looking at this fight, what did you think overall? For real, man. For real.
I think Mikado got lucky against Prates. Everybody saw that last round. Prates had him on his knees, man. All he had to do was, old ground and pound or something. But it just looked like he gave up. I don't know what happened. It was pretty sad, to be honest. Maybe it's all the cigarettes that Prates been smoking.
So,
I don't
hey,
know.
truth be told, from what I'm hearing from my fighter lore and my upon hearing, I'm like Professor X of the UFC. I know what's going on. So
Not bald.
he's at least maybe like 10 to 15 cigarettes a day. Smoking a day. A day. That's a lot of cigarettes. I will say this fight, he did look gassed. He honestly had worst performance I've seen him have. Overall.
It was pretty bad.
It was really bad. Not a big Garry guy. Nah, I don't think you are either, Brian.
I wanted to see Prates win. It's just he could have too.
He could have definitely. I still think he's still probably gonna fight a ranked fighter next fight, I would say. But overall, I think this card wasn't bad. Like, I think it was a really good card. So let's take a look at it. We will first be talking about Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cameron Siam Man. All right. So this fight took place in Kansas City at the T-Mobile Center on April 26th, Saturday, which was yesterday. Coming up from this video. Looking at Wellmaker, this is his debut fight, now 9-0 in the UFC. He got the performance of the night on his knockout with the South American man, Brian. So let's take a look at this video first. Let's which one is it? Wellmaker folds him. So has him up against the cage. He's southpaw. South African man hits him with the leg kick, goes for the body, and then knocks out clean right. Oh my lord. Let's look at it again. So he goes in for that jab. You see that, Brian? He goes in for the jab on that.
It's the typical fadeaway
Let's see if
right
we can
hook.
slow it down. We can't slow it down. All right. So we're going to pause it, and then boom.
It's just so fast you can't even pause it on time.
Yeah, you can't even pause it on time.
He didn't see it coming.
Boom. Completely knocked out. Straight KO as his debut fight. You see all these fans roaring, woo, woo. That was me too. Trust me. That was me too, watching that fight. Boom. Caught him with the right. Right.
There was a lot of power behind that punch. You see how his body just kind of to the left after he got hit. There was no dodging that.
That was insane. Sets him up perfectly. This guy's he just leaves himself wide open. Like your arms kind of down. It's like you're going against a southpaw. His jab is his right hand and his right hook. So you're there. He's going for like a whoo, and then old boy just catches and sleeps him with the right hook. I think performance of the night, well deserved, especially for your debut fight, first round. You knock him out. You knock him out, dude.
Absolutely. And honestly, listen, going into this fight, I had a feeling that he was gonna win. for one reason only.
Why?
Look at that picture of Simon on the right. His body proportions are all off, man. He's just something's not right with him.
This guy, he's got a South African build. So
Yeah, he's got that. He's
yeah.
got that Dricus Duplessis build, and
Yeah.
we all
Well,
know how I feel about Dricus. So
how do you feel, Brian? Let's hear it. How you feel about
I
that?
think his fighting style is the most random BS fighting style. Like he just throws punches and they somehow land. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I don't think he knows what he's doing when he's in the ring. He
I
just
can
does it and
agree.
it works.
I can agree. I think he's a funny dude. Like I do think that guy
Yeah.
is hilarious. But like his fighting is like miss, go for a tackle. Like
Yeah.
spears the
Exactly.
guy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's so funny. All right, into the next fight though. Out of the prelims, we're taking a look at Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby, guy from
This was
Denmark.
my fight of the night. I mean,
This
actually, it was fight
this
of the night.
was fight of the night, round 2 finish by KO. This KO was cold, and I mean cold. You guys are about to see. Knee, boom, hits him with the left, hits him with the right, has him up against the cage. He's doing damage. Get back to the middle of the stage. I'll say this: Randy's arms are just long, dude. Like it's just as a
I
guy
think he
like
had a
Dalby,
4-inch reach advantage.
as a guy like Dalby, it's so hard to get in on a guy like that, just because his arms are just not long enough. So you gotta be able to tuck in and be able to get inwards so you can put your punches down. But all you see is Randy. Like he right before I stop the video, he has his hand out like this. He's reaching for his range. Like that's how you get your range down. Like and that's how most like eye pokes and stuff happen. Like look at John Jones. But you it's just so hard to get in on somebody like that. Oh, this stuff bugging. There we go. There we go. Let's go back to here. Go back to the center of the cage. There's the jab. Does another jab. Has his arm out. Goes for the clinch. Throws him against the
Throws him
cage
off.
again. Hits him on the right. Stumbles him. Barely tags him on that. Look at that. Look at that. Barely
No, I mean
tags him
he's
on that right.
landing. He's
No, he
landing
is.
live.
But look, watch. Barely hits him with the right. Drops. Stuns. Another drop. Hits him with the right. Another right again. He's just haymaker. This guy is gassed and oh my god, to the right, and he dies. He dies in the cage.
Yep. Look at him. He can't even get up. He doesn't know
Like-
what the hell just happened.
Boom. They're both just throwing and then catches. You know what that reminds me of, Brian? That knockout. You know what it reminds me of?
Everybody knows what it reminds you of.
The Max
Gaethje
the
versus Holloway.
Like it's that knockout is just
it
like
does. But,
slugfest.
he fell the same way that Gaethje did,
Gaethje did.
but Gaethje was out.
Yo, no, Gaethje.
That guy
hit
wasn't fully out. Yeah.
Me.
Straight on
Bro,
his face, just boom.
Killed him.
Yeah.
I think.
And the other thing with the Gaethje knockout was that was in the last last round of the fight that happened.
This one was
two.
like round 2, a minute
Minute
39
minute 40.
left.
Yeah.
And so I would say overall this guy was dominating. I'm pretty sure who did he break his nose in the first round?
Yeah, first round, broken nose. So he was already shaken up. I mean, he wasn't really gonna win that fight no matter what after that because he was.
He was like, might
he
as well
almost
go
did,
out like a
actually.
champ. Yeah.
After his nose got broken, I think in the late first round, he actually knocked Brown down, and it looked like he was like gonna maybe knock him out, but then he didn't, and then this happened in the second round, and yeah, he got screwed up, man, bad. Nose broken, crazy knockout landed right on his broken nose. It was bad.
Dude, it's just so
Great to
tough.
see though.
No, it's great to
Amazing
see
fight.
somebody just like just die mid fight, you know. But like that was insane. Like for a fight night like these, this is where these guys are coming in here and they're just gonna throw down and put out as much as they can. Besides Prates. But
Yeah.
no shade.
No, full shade.
Full
that guy needed to win, man.
Yeah, he sold. But no, like fights like these, they're just amazing to me. Like it's just you have these guys that want to come out, give it their all, and then just one of them just gets knocked flat cleaned out. But
I mean, they're trying to get noticed, man. They're trying to get those money
Jamaica
fights.
versus Denmark, and Jamaica. They found they
Come
found
on,
the
man.
win. Dude, look at Giga Chad. All right, Anthony Smith versus Zhang Migang. Yeah, that's real Giga Chad here. Look at that guy. Anthony Smith, long time. I think, what is it? The Anthony
Lionheart.
Smith Lionheart. That's his nickname, Lionheart. I'd give it to him because he just loses a lot. So, he's been in the UFC for a long time, and he's even fought the likes of John Jones. I want to say Gustafson, DC maybe. Maybe not DC. But you have this guy. This is go look into this. This is his retirement fight. This was his retirement fight, and
And he got screwed up.
he got absolutely destroyed. And I mean, bro had 11 strikes out of
Look at that significant
76.
strike difference. 10 to 63.
Like first round too. It's like this is just horrible. Let's just take a look at the. So basically, Zhang gets him on the ground by knockdown, and he's just bashing him.
He's already got a
Bashing him,
bad
bashing
gash
him.
on his
Yeah.
head from
So
earlier.
earlier in the fight, I want to say, I think they might show it. Let's see. Boom,
Yeah,
right there.
right
So
there,
that elbow right here on the top of his head cut him wide open. And after that, it was just complete domination with him. Like even without that cut, I still think he was definitely gonna win. Just because I swear I've never seen Anthony Smith win a fight. Like in
Yeah.
my watching,
He's really just riding off his early career,
yeah,
which was good. Really good.
So let's just look at his amount of fight. 38 and 22. This guy
Yeah.
has had beyond the life of a fighter. Look at his nips.
Yeah.
Let's see his
Okay.
last
I mean-
win.
Okay, so hasn't won any of those.
Smith
lost
versus
to-
Petrino
Dude, look
in
how bad that is.
2024. Roundtree win over him makes sense. Span, whoever that guy's. Walker win makes sense. Ankalaev win over that makes sense. Span again. Root, whoever that is. I guess this fight never
All these
happened.
randoms.
Yeah, random fights. Texera, that would have been a good fight.
Oh, he won against
He won
Gustafsson.
against Gustafson. Wow, and then this fight.
And that was back in 2019, though.
Oh yeah, this is okay. This is back when he started like winning, and then he gets his UFC. He gets his one with John Jones, and a lot of people thought that he was gonna win against John Jones because look, he's on this crazy streak. Like so, he beats No Name, loses against No Name, he wins, win. Santos beat him. Evans, crazy. That's a good win, but that's against a fighter that was like champion so long ago and like just out of it. Rua, same thing, out of it. Odomir, he had a good run. I would say that this is a solid win over him too. Then the Jones fight. I remember watching this, and they had it to where I think Jones accidentally kneed him while he was on the ground, and he could have stopped the fight, but he was like, "No, I'm the Lionheart," and then he does that. And
I mean, he took him to decision, though.
Yeah, he took him to decision.
That's a lot more than some people can say when fighting
against
John Jones.
Gustafson, great win. That's a good win. I love Gustafson, and I'd say that's probably the closest fight that John Jones has ever lost was against him, especially in their first fight. Texera, GOAT. I would say he's a great fighter as well.
Yeah, so he was good up until 2019, and then after that, let's count
2020. You got 1, 2.
Actually,
3, but this is against the same guy. 4 wins.
7 losses
in 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's
so he could have finished like 38 and like 15, a lot better than 38 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You want him, at least he's making money off of it. You know what I mean?
His name is still big in the sport. Do I think he's gonna go in the Hall of Fame?
No,
No,
I don't think he's deserving of it.
I don't think he's deserving of it either. I do say that what he did after the fight and pointing at some random guy in the crowd because you're salty you lost. That's not
No, that
what
was
you
funny.
do. It's
That was
funny, but
funny.
it's like, what are you doing? Like you had to get they had to get Zhang walked up to him and was grabbing him to get him from the cage. Like the guy that just beat you is grabbing you to calm down to stop yelling at a fan. Like grow up, dude. It's your retirement fight. And then I think afterwards in the post conference, not the post conference, like post fight interview, he's like, I did this for my family, and these fans are talking against my family. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
Listen, he's fought 60 fights, and dude, it must be something going on in his head with all those head punches.
CTE.
Yeah,
Like,
it might be something going on.
moving on from that trash can. Ian Machado
Back to the
Garry
main event.
versus Carlos Prates. So, as you could tell, absolutely dominated the whole fight.
Yeah.
Besides the fifth round. Oh, even still fifth round, he still won. Um, like I think overall, this Carlos fight was just he was just too many cigarettes. It had to have been. It's just you're smoking so much that you're losing like you can't breathe. You're exhausted. You're like wah wah wah, basically, you know. And then him to come out here, what is it? The nerd fighting group that was undefeated and that are undefeated, and he was part of it. And then now he's not undefeated, and I can only see what happens once he goes back to that camp with the boys. He's gonna get hurt. He's getting kicked.
They're gonna kick him out of that fighting nerds group that's all undefeated. They did the same thing with what's that one Brazilian girl? I don't know her name, but she was also undefeated, and then when she lost, they kicked her out of the group. They're gonna do the same thing
Is
with
it the
him.
downfall of the nerds, the fighting nerds?
I guess no, dude. Honestly, for Prates, he was probably the worst of all of them, just because he's smoking so much. His physical performance is not the best compared to the others.
No.
Now, one dude that I'm looking forward to recently announced the interim belt fight for what was it, middleweight, whatever Dreykus is in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Since Dreykus isn't fighting
No, he is.
now,
He is. Yeah, he
what do you
is.
mean?
Dana said that fight's on. It's not gonna be during International Fight Week, but him and versus Kamzat, they're fighting.
Oh, well, never mind then. But anyways, what would have been Kamzat versus Baralho or whatever
Yeah,
his
it'd
name
been
is.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Varalya, I like watching him. He's probably the best out of all the fighting nerds, right next to
That little short guy, the one that's like,
yeah, the dude who
the one
just
that
fought,
just beat Michael.
John Silva.
Yeah, the one that
John
just beat
Silva.
Michael in the
Yep.
last big fight. Now I've been seeing something about maybe Machado Garry versus Buckley. I could see that, but I think Buckley might be fighting somebody else.
Buckley already has a fight against Usman.
Okay,
Just got
is
announced.
it? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So I think Buckley on his high horse might win that fight. I've always liked Usman though. I thought Usman was a good champ, and I thought that he was really good. But
I don't
he
think he's
just
gonna win this fight though.
I don't think so. I
I
think
think
he's
he's
on
past
his
his
I think
prime.
he's on his fall off. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on a Adesanya downfall.
Yeah.
That's which is kind of
Unfortunately.
disrespectful, but like you gotta put him there. Now Machado Garry, I mean, he's a fighter. He's a great fighter. I give it to him. No hate or diss on him. I just don't like him as a person. I don't think he's good, funny. Like I don't think he's that good of a fighter. To be honest, like I think he's a good rank. Let's see. Let's go check what his rank is.
I mean, he's purely ranked where
number
he is because
7.
of his wins, but I
Yeah.
don't think his wins reflect like how good of a fighter he is.
Yeah, and then coming off the loss versus this guy is a beast. Undefeated, number 2 welterweight. I want to see him get the title fight too. I think isn't he getting the title fight next?
He should.
I think so.
But right now, Bilal, he's not fighting because Bilal's fighting. He's avoiding Shavkat, dude. He's scared of
Like,
Shavkat.
yeah.
But he's fighting Jack Madalena for the title, Bilal. So
Jack.
that's why I don't like Bilal. I know we bring it up every freaking episode.
Every episode.
But dude, Bilal, he's deserving of all the hate he gets.
Who's
He
he?
is not
Wait,
cool.
who's he fighting?
Madalena, number 5 ranked.
Like, what is this
Yeah.
fight?
Some random. It's
Give
like it
him
is not a good fight.
Shavkat, bro. Like, give him Shavkat. Maybe even Sean Brady. So wait, you
Yeah,
said
dude.
Shavkat versus Sean Brady? Maybe.
Um,
I can see that. I mean, I can see why they would
maybe.
do it because it's 1 and 2. It's
You know
just
what though? I think Shavkat's waiting to fight the winner of Bilal versus Madalena. I think that's what's
yeah.
happening. Which, no matter who wins, I think Shavkat's gonna
I
win.
think Shavkat,
So
no matter what, yeah, he's the Kamzat of welterweight. Like,
yeah, for real.
like bro's just so dominant. Let's just take a look at this video. So this is the 5th round going into it. You have Carlos like on top of him, almost there, about to finish him. You can see Gary's face, like he's
He's scared.
tired and like, oh, he's getting
Look at
bashed.
those.
Like he's
Yeah.
getting bashed. He's okay. So right here, he could have finished the fight so perfectly. So let's watch him. Let's watch him. He's just gonna push him away. Push him away.
Yeah, he's not
just keep pushing
throwing
him away,
anything.
and then lets him get back up. Lets him get
Yeah,
back
dude.
up. Like, what is he doing?
Look at you just tell it's because he's gassed, dude. He's not fucking doing anything.
Like
And then he does it again here. He gets him on the ground, but then he can't do anything because he's so
it
gassed.
it makes no like we're both watching this and we're like, oh my god, Gary's about to get finished. Oh my god, what's going on?
And then nothing.
Like what
Yeah.
is bro's just sitting there? He's like,
He's doing this, and then he has his fist curled, and he's like looking at him. He's just doing this.
I'm
with
gonna
his
give you
fist.
one of these.
Yeah, like,
What are you
dude,
doing?
honestly, that was like some of the worst fight IQ I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what happened to him.
let's just move on from this. Let's go to some rankings real quick and talk about a little bit of who's
Oh yeah.
fighting next. Let's look at this lightweight division. So, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier in New Orleans. Announced.
Yep.
317, is it? For UFC 317? It's
I
announced.
think so.
Me and Brian looked at tickets. We're not going. That's it. We're not going.
Yeah.
You have the worst. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this because I need a rant for a second. You have this like love for the like people love the game. I love UFC. Brian started getting into UFC when he met me because he's follower and stuff. And and
Was it? Huh?
and no, but we both have a love for the game. I've loved UFC for a long time, and to see a fight like this come to the hometown, especially Dustin Poirier, Lafayette legend, know people that known him, met him once. He's a dog, but you wait for something like this to come to your town or you come to your state, and the worst seating, especially at the top row, is $1,300 for 2 people. Like, it makes you like how you gotta take out a student loan to be able to go watch a fight. Like, what is going on right now?
I mean,
Like,
I expected it because it is Poirier's final fight, and I mean,
but still, it's like
yeah, you expect it, but at the same time, it is really expensive.
$1,300. How do you
Yeah.
expect any of your fans that are like, oh, these guys have been watching this since day one, and they finally get a fight to come to their town after so many years, and then it costs over $1,300 just to get the worst seat in the room, top of the shelf where you can't even see the fight. It's gonna be like this. You need your phone to zoom in. $1,300. Like,
People pay for it. That's why they pick those prices.
Like, it's stupid. I think that should be illegal. Like, I do think that should be like that should just it's ridiculous. You're not giving a person a fair chance to even go try to watch a fight. Like, it kills your love for the game in a way. Like, to me it does. Like, it you can go watch a baseball game, football game, and like 300 to maybe $500. Nah, I wouldn't even say 500, depending on where you're going. Like, sideline makes
Yeah.
sense. It's expensive. Sideline stuff,
Just
NFL
depends.
or anything, it's expensive. I've gotten maybe $70 tickets for a baseball game, and it's like great seats. Like you get a UFC fight, you just get put in the top shelf where you can't even see the fight. You got everybody yelling around you. It's a horrible spot. It's still $1,300. Like it's I don't know. I can't deal. Like it really does piss me off. But going back to this, my fault about the rant. Um, I think they said that they're doing Justin Gaethje versus Islam. I think they're doing Oliveira versus. They might be doing Oliveira versus Ilya Taporia.
Well,
That or Armin. I don't think they
okay.
figured that out yet.
I've been hearing all the buzz in the UFC community. What I'm hearing is that one of two things is going to happen. Either ends in Topuria getting a title fight. So I think Topuria is going to get a title fight no matter what. But there's two scenarios where he
Of
gets it.
course.
One is he fights Islam for the title.
Hmm.
The other one is Islam. There's talks of Islam vacating the title, and then he would fight Oliveira for the vacant title.
Well, I mean, if Islam's dodging Taporia like that, I think you should give it up too. Same thing with John Jones. Like, I don't think
Well,
John
the
Jones
reason why he's vacating is because I think he's planning on moving
to welterweight.
up or down. He's either planning
I don't
moving
think
up
he's
or
moving
down. I don't
down.
remember
I
which
don't think
one.
he's moving down.
Okay, then it might be
I
up.
think he might be moving up. Like if he would, he's
Yeah.
gonna go to welterweight out of everything.
Which he's gonna dominate too, because everyone in welterweight kind of sucks. So,
So
I mean,
I would say this: back in the day, whenever Khabib and Kamaru Usman were on top of the game, both champions at the same time, I was like, if Khabib would move up, I think Usman destroys him because
yeah,
just
but
wrestling alone, like
if
it's just.
Makachev moves up, you think Bilal Muhammad's gonna destroy him? No, absolutely not.
I don't think. Okay, giving it to Bilal, he could wrestle. That dude could wrestle. Like he's a great wrestler, and that you can see that in all of his fights. That's why his fights are so boring. It's because he's holding him to the ground the whole time. Like I mean, but you have Islam. He's actually able to work. I do think Bilal would probably be stronger than Islam. Like I think that just that weight differential, and then being a part of that, I think Bilal would be able to stuff his takedowns better than most people would. Um,
I mean, if Islam, okay, the thing is though, the difference between Islam and Bilal might have good ground game, but Islam has way better standing
Stand
game
up,
than Bilal
yeah,
does.
I can
So
see
if
that. Yeah.
Bilal can, I mean, if Islam can avoid getting on the ground too often,
Hmm.
I mean, it's a done
Yeah.
fight from there pretty much.
So let's look at Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. I think I've been hearing. I even heard Chael Sonnen say it. Chael Sonnen was like, you know what? When John Jones gets a call, he's got to answer. It doesn't matter. He's negotiate. There's no negotiation. You get the call, you fight. Which I think that stuff's already set up. I think John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is already set up. I think it's gonna happen. I don't
Yeah,
think
they're
there's
probably
dodging.
just building up the fight.
John Jones. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying John Jones International Fight Week. That's what I'm hearing. International
I mean,
Fight Week, but
Chael Sonnen
maybe
even
not.
said, he was like, "Oh, guys, it's for sure. It's been set up. John Jones is gonna fight Aspinall," and his source was like, "Trust me, man."
Yeah.
So I don't
Like,
even
so,
know.
but it's like John's gonna fight him. There's
It
no
has to,
other
dude.
there's no other fight that's gonna happen. None. There's none.
Okay, let me ask you this: if Jones dodges Aspinall,
He's gotta vacate. He's
is
gotta vacate.
no, I know, but if he dodges him, is he still the GOAT?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
John Jones doesn't need this fight. Tom Aspinall does. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So John Jones, no matter what, still the go. I know, bro. Let me just see something. Let me just see something. 15-3, guys. 15-3. Let's check it. He's lost to Blades. John Jones would destroy Blades. Where's his? Okay, I'll give it to him. Rematch. He beat him. He's like a GSP. He comes back from his. He came back from his losses. He came back from his loss against him in a dominant fashion. Okay, that did happen. GSP did it twice, maybe 3 times. I think twice. But John Jones doesn't need this fight. He has he's done so much in the UFC to where he could retire at any moment, no matter what, and still be the GOAT. It's that simple. I just think that he's just trying to prolong it. He's trying to be able to get the longest title reign of all time.
He already
When
has
not,
it.
oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, he got it like a few days ago. But I will
But
say,
still, like I think that's what he's trying to get, and then now it's gonna come to the point where, all right, what day we're doing this? What are we doing?
you know what I think Jones is doing?
What?
He's just trying to get
In Tom's head.
money. No, I think he's trying to get paid to do it because he knows, Jones knows, like this is the money fight of all time
Yeah, for sure.
because everyone wants to see it, and so he's probably sitting there like, yeah, pay me 30 million for this fight or 60 or whatever,
It's not
some
happening.
crazy amount that's never been seen before.
It's not
And you know
happening.
what? They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him whatever amount it is. They will because
I'll tell you this right now. Whatever Dana White says, that's what's gonna happen. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck. There's no leeway with John. Like John Jones, he's that guy. Yeah, you're a fighter. You work for me. It's that simple. You work for me, and if you don't do this, we're stripping you, and you do whatever you want with your life. He's done it before.
yeah, but
I mean, he
no
wants-
matter what,
he
it's going to be the
wants to-
highest paid fight of all time. I think.
He wants to make money off of this for sure. Dana does. And so yeah, it's like a 50-50 thing where John is going to be like, I want this, and if you don't give it to me, it's not going to happen. And then Dana's going to be like, well, okay, we can do this though. You know, like he's going to be able to try to find some way for it to happen. It's going to happen. I think the fight's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. It's going to happen.
It might already be set up for all.
And
we know,
that's what
honestly.
I think. I think the contract's already there, and they probably haven't both signed yet. They're just still coming up with stuff about it, but it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter. Like everybody can be like, "Oh, he's dodging. He's not." He doesn't care. John Jones doesn't need this fight. Tom does. Tom needs this fight. And when that fight happens, John's gonna beat him. So everybody's like hyping this up, like, oh my god, Tom's this brand new guy. He is this dog. John has fought the best of the best throughout his whole career. When the light heavyweight division was stacked. And you think Tom is just somebody that's gonna be like, yeah, I'm this brand new crazy man. I think DC comes back and beats Tom. If DC comes back to the UFC, he beats Tom and it beats the shit out of him. Like Tom is not this. He might be the reincarnation of John Jones. Like no, like what?
Yeah, nah.
All right.
I mean, everyone knows. Like, Tom Aspinall is gonna lose the fight, no matter what. So
I think so. And then like people that
and
are
even
like,
if he doesn't, even if he wins, I mean, good for him. But
good for him.
Jones is some 38-year-old man. I mean,
Jones is still the goat. Like it doesn't like no
it
matter. It
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
People are gonna talk about it for like a week if he loses, and then like after that, it's like
After
back
that,
to normal.
all
No one
bro has
cares.
to do, either all that happens is what do they rematch, and then Jones might beat him again, and if not, he retires.
Yeah, I mean, and
Retires
then after
with
that,
one-
the
with
heavyweight
one
division
real
is
loss.
the worst division like of all time now.
Dude, like the heavyweight. Oh my god, there's no like good fighters anymore. Like I'd rather see
Yeah.
then Ngannou versus Jones versus Tom versus Jones. Like what?
Yeah,
I think
it's bad.
Like it's Tom's a great fighter. Give it to him, but like he doesn't compare to others. But this will be the end of the pod. Brian, any notes? Any suggestions? Anything you need to let the viewer, the monks know?
Well, a couple things here. Number one, excited to see the Poirier versus Holloway fight. Even if I can't go see it in person, it is gonna be. I love Max Holloway.
Yep.
Him and Oliveira might be my favorite fighters.
Hey,
yeah.
Max came into the UFC fighting Dustin. Dustin's gonna go out fighting. Gonna go out fighting Max. So,
yeah, that and then as always, Bilal Muhammad, go to hell, man.
All right, Funky Crew. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
I step in the cage, ready to throw. Adrenaline rushing, feeling that flow. Champions fall under the glow. I'm the king, letting them know. Fight night, the lights, big green.